Has the United States gone from winners to whiners? The left outraged over President Trump's tough stance on rogue regimes, but our next guest calling him out, writing, quote, "The fear of challenging these losing arrangements is so high that rather than support our country, elites wind up supporting dictators and others who have found America in the last 25 years to be an easy mark." Who wrote that? Former Hillary Clinton campaign strategist and chairman of the Harris poll, Mark Penn. He's the author of a new book coming out in 2 weeks. It's called Microtrends Squared. He joins us live here in New York. Good morning to you, Mark.
Morning.
When did America lose its backbone? That's one of the things you say at the very beginning of your column.
Well, because Americans have always had confidence to be the country that stands up for right against dictators, theocratic regimes, countries with beggar-thy-neighbor policies, and what's happening to the national psyche. I think after Iraq and the 2009 financial crisis, Americans are too concerned about standing up. Oh, my God, the sky is falling every time you push back on one of these regimes. If you don't push back, trust me, they're just going to move forward.
Look at North Korea. We know North Korea's got, they're developing nuclear missiles. The whole world knows that it's a danger, and yet the media's gone overboard, you say, and essentially whining about the fact that President Trump is cracking down on them.
Well, if you look at public opinion, most people say North Korea can't be permitted to have nuclear weapons and intercontinental ballistic missiles. But then they think President Trump has gone too far. It's not about who's president. Any president has to stand up to this regime or they will walk all over us as they did in the past.
Then you look at the tariffs that the president has suggested imposing on across the board, 25% for steel, 10% for aluminum. It's all about keeping the American worker in his job.
Look, I can't say whether that's a good policy or not. They're legitimate concerns. But the fire trucks are rolling down the streets here again. The sky is not falling. Business just got $750 billion of breaks. If there have to be some pushback on China, which everybody acknowledges is a dumper, you've got to push back. The national confidence has got to be behind this, or we're going to be a chump nation.
Nate Silver wrote on his blog yesterday that Democrats better not think that it's going to be a slam dunk in 2018, because it's not.
No election is ever a slam dunk. I think it's tightened up a bit, but Democrats have the edge.
Yeah.
Because I think on some of these tough issues, I think they were very strong on health care.
Regarding your column about when did we lose our backbone exactly, what's the message for the President of the United States? Because he's the one guy with his Twitter who's pushing back on the narrative by the media.
The message is that any president, whether it was Trump or Hillary Clinton, now would have to rally the national confidence.
How do you
Americans
do that?
have to feel confident that they can stand up to what's going on in the world. And I think that takes a president showing leadership in these areas, not backing down, and getting confidence and bringing together the members of Congress. After all, nobody supports North Korea. Nobody supports Iran. How are we in these positions of continuing deals we know are bad?
It's one thing, though, for the president to stand up, but his own Republican Congress, in a lot of measures, won't stand with him.
Well, and that's what's so funny. All of these Republican congressmen oppose the Iran deal, think Korea is a complete rogue nation. Where are they when it comes time to stand up?
Good question. All right. I'm Mark Penn. New book coming out in 2 weeks, Microtrends. We'll see you then.
Thank you.